Hi, my name is Steve Larson. I want to talk briefly about stereotyping correction officers. Now I'm talking about this. I've got a shirt and a tie on. I'm dressed up today, the business dress. Could I pass for an accountant? Could I be a doctor? Could I be a lawyer? You're looking and judging by the way I stand and the way I hold my hands, so you know I'm not. Could I be a teacher? Could I be a principal? Go like this a little bit. Could I be an accountant? Could I be a music executive? I could be all those. Little bit of goatee, bald head. What do you think? I'll give you a clue. Take a quick look. My coworker figured this out today, right here. I walk in and he says, "Steve, you look like a detective today." And I said, I was at one point for a little while. I'm retired police. I've worked in a max security prison. I could be a detective. I could be a unit manager. I could be a warden. What was my role there? What do you think? When you go to a restaurant with your family, you're dressed however you're dressed, you're getting conversation, people ask questions, you meet somebody, "Hey, what do you do?" "Hey, Steve, what do you do?" "Oh, I work at a prison. I work at Hays State Prison in Georgia." What do they react? "Oh, you're a prison guard down there." I know the hair on your neck stands up when you hear the word prison guard, or you're a guard, you're a babysitter. Are you a babysitter? And here's one of the things that we do that we hurt ourselves in indirectly. On an application, say you leave your correctional career, you retire and you want to get a job somewhere. It says, explain, what was your last job title? Correction officer, correctional sergeant, whatever you put down. Explain your duties. What did you write on there? Did you write prison guard? Did you write guard to inmates? One of the first things in that first sentence should be, I supervised, because everybody that works in corrections supervises inmates. If you're responsible for them to eat, to sleep, to get clothing, etc., through the day, you supervise. I was a correctional sergeant at Hays State Prison. So what did I do? I supervised mostly Tier 2, occasionally Tier 1, either 143 beds, a 208-bed behavioral isolation unit. I supervised the daily activities, which includes doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, telesat with psychiatrist appointments. Be specific, outline these things. I ensured the safety of all staff and administrators and inmates. You can put in there, I kept the inmates inside. Help yourself out by a detailed professional explanation, because you weren't there just to be a prison guard. You didn't stand around with your hands in your pockets. You did a lot of work. Now 2020 it was a horrific year for a lot of people. We went through a lot of things. The George Floyd incident happened, a lot of protests, a lot of rioting through the cities, attacks on uniform officers, police officers on the outside, correction officers on the inside. Now you know I'm police the way I'm standing with my hand like this. Fingers not like this, locked up, unattached, reactionary gap position. Yes, you figured this out, I'm telling you. We went through a tough year last year. But we also went through a lot of verbal, a lot of video, a lot of media put downs. Correction officers were attacked equally as much, if not more, than police officers. Many correction officers attacked. It was turned up on the outside and turned up on the inside. But the general population doesn't know this. Population outside the prison, I don't mean GP dorm. The world, society, they're not looking just corrections. When they see people in this phrase, the expression, they see the news, inmates, prisons, jails, when they see all that, that's where the bad people go, that's it. The bad people go there, and a lot of times they feel like the bad people work there. I've been told, "Oh, you work in there, do you beat people every day? Or do you kill people? What do you do with the child molesters that come in. We take them on intake like everybody else. They get through the process, go through medical, their psychological screening, and they get assigned a dorm like everybody else. Doesn't matter the charge, they get assigned. Fair, firm, and consistent. But there's this stereotyping out there that everybody that wears a badge and a uniform in a jail or a prison is that kind of person. Like, you know that expression you tell your teenagers, you are the company you keep. People feel like we, as correction officers, are the company we keep. No more than any other job. There are doctors and lawyers, accountants, ministers, teachers, and principals, electricians, plumbers. All of these professional fields, car salesmen, bankers, all of those commit murder. All of those commit assaults. All of those commit domestic violence. Yes, there are police officers in corrections and even judges involved in domestic violence. It happens. All of them have been child molesters in all those professional fields. So there's no field exempt from committing crime and ending up in prison. Are we the company we keep? We choose the company we keep. This job is a calling. We chose to answer that calling. So we chose to work in corrections. Yes, we chose that. We choose the officers that we hang out with, like a little clique that we choose. We are assigned by the shift commander, lieutenant, or captain to a dorm or a work area. We did not choose that. We were assigned that. We go to our post. We do a proper relief of that post. We're professionals. No matter if our uniform involves a tie, long sleeve, short sleeve, a dress shirt, the tactical kind of uniform, 511 uniforms, whatever uniform we wear, we're professional. Has a badge, has our name on it. We have patches identifying which agency we work for. We are professionals. So when the little words come out, you're just a prison guard, don't take offense to that because you know better. And for those that are not actively, if you're family members, if you're civilians and you watch this video, I'll give you a rundown really quick. Correction officers are administrators. They're record keepers, receptionists, great deal of paperwork that goes involved in the fair, firm, and consistent treatment of inmates to not violate their 8th and 14th Amendment right. Receptionist, counselor, marriage counselor, family counselor, grief counselor, counselor inmates on everything, death, marital problems. They have questions, they have episodes, medicine episodes. They need advice, they need to talk. We end up counseling with them. We end up dealing with plumbing issues, electrical issues in their cell. We look at it, we scan the few things that we can do, and then we call the maintenance to come in and deal with that. We're involved with that. We do guard them. We protect them. We keep them inside the fence, and we protect you to keep them from getting outside the fence and attacking you. So you can use that word guard as long as you use it in a complete sentence and understand it's not just a prison guard. We guard them from you. We protect you on the outside by protecting and keeping them on the inside. We are laundry specialists. There's officers that run the laundry detail, which is like running a dry cleaning business. For 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 inmates, that's a big deal. Landscaping professionals to maintain and keep a good appearance for the warden, for the prison. The grass, the trimmings, the trees, the bushes, the flowers. You have to have some life, some positive energy at a prison. That has to get done, and it's supervised by a correction officer, not an outside agent. Kitchen specialists. I've worked in the kitchen as a sergeant to supervise the inmates in preparation of meal preparation, serving of meals, equal portions, keeping things down, keeping riots from the chow hall. Yes, this is all complicated job for those that don't know about this. Transportation specialists. Yes, we transport people from prison to prison, from prison to court. We deal with court security, throw that word in there, court security, transportation to get back, bodyguards. There's times when we take the inmate, the detainee, off property to the hospital or to the court. We are a bodyguard. to protect them from the outside world attacking them. That's our job. Whether they're child molesters, whether they've killed serial killers, mass murderers, whatever, all of the worst people, we have a job to protect them. We take that personal. We're not saying because the crime they committed is bad, we can just look the other way and let them kill. No, we take pride in keeping them safe because some of those people are in your family. You are related to some of the people that are on the news that's done this. Every family has some trouble. Some families have big trouble. So we're protecting your family member potentially so they can have a fair trial. We're protecting everybody in court by keeping them with us and keeping them safe. We're protecting everybody that goes to the hospital. You ever been in a hospital ER and see the police or corrections show in with inmates, somebody in handcuffs? We're protecting you from them as well. We're not just prison guards. We're protective agents. Keep that in mind. We're professionals. Thank you to all those that wear that badge on the outside or the inside. Correction officers, police. Thank you. Kudos to you. You are professionals. Thank you for choosing this career. There's so much involved that people don't know. So don't let the stereotyping affect you. Don't let it take away from you. All of my friends are proud of you. We network, we talk, we communicate. I have talked with correction officers, a warden from New York this week, retired sergeant from San Quentin from California this week, my good buddy Frank in Arizona this week. There's new classes starting New Mexico, I believe Texas. I've talked with Iowa, Wisconsin, Texas, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky corrections just this week. They think I'm just a prison guard. You're just a prison guard. No, we're not. Prison guards. I'm communicating with correction officers. I'm talking about videos and talking about safety factors in Indiana as well. We lost a good lieutenant in Indiana this week. We network, we work, we're building, we strive to make it a better place. Do the people at your bank work as hard as that? Does the people at your grocery store, Walmart and Kroger's, work as hard as that? I've just outlined all of these jobs, 10 jobs or more, that each correction officer has to be as a minimum and be proficient in each one. You go to buy a car, are that professional? You go to pay your electric bill, is the electricians and the plumbers that professional? This question's up to you. But out there in the world, the correction officers, they have volumes of knowledge to learn and perform and master, and they do it. They do it greatly. Let me shout out here to Anthony Ganji, warden up in New York. Russ Hamilton, retired sergeant from San Quentin, California. They run Tier Talk. It's a great channel. Hit the subscribe button. Look them up. TIER Talk. You'll see him. He's always got a ball hat on, a t-shirt that says Tier Talk. They talk about a lot of great things, administrative type things. I talk a little bit more defensive tactics and survival, how to protect yourself, physically. That's my area of expertise. They're great folks. We all are working in this together to better your job, better your mind, body, and spirit, so you have a great shift and you go home to your family. That's our goal. That's our number one goal. We're not getting paid to do this. We're doing this in these videos and podcasts for you, for your benefit. So check them out. Subscribe to Tier Talk. He's almost 16,000 subscribers. I'm nearing 1,000. Hit the red button for me as well. Sergeant Beast Larson is how you find me. I didn't say that on purpose today. I just said Steve Larson. Shirt and tie on. Wanted to come a little bit different angle at you today. But I'm Sergeant Beast Larson. Hit my button there, subscribe. Give us video suggestions to all of us. Put it down in the notes. Hey, I got a question about this. I'd like to see talk about this. Can you demonstrate this? Put it out there for us. We'd be glad to help. Thanks. I'll see you soon.